We live in a world that worships the grind. We've been conditioned to believe that if we aren't exhausted, we aren't trying hard enough. And unfortunately, this hustle culture has come into the spiritual world as well. We're told to work on our vibration, force our visualizations, and control our every thought. But what if I told you the very act of calling in what you want is actually a process of letting go? Today, we're exploring how to receive your desires without a single ounce of force. We're moving beyond the effort of the personal mind and into the natural wisdom of the three principles. By the end of this conversation, you will understand why trying is the only thing standing in your way and how to step into a life where reality reorganizes itself around your peace. In the three principles understanding, we recognize that we're living in the feeling of our thinking. When you are in hustle mode, your thinking is loud and frantic and rooted in a belief that something is missing. You are literally creating a psychological experience of lack and then trying to manifest your way out of it. Force is a byproduct of fear, and this is the personal mind trying to play God because it doesn't trust the innate intelligence of life. What we call mind with the capital M, when you try to control the how and when of your manifestation, you are essentially telling the universe that you know better than the infinite intelligence that keeps your heart beating and the planets in orbit. This creates a state of internal friction. That friction is what makes manifestation feel like a struggle. In a higher consciousness, we realize that we don't need to manage the universe. We simply need to understand the nature of thought. Think of a river. If you want to get to the other side, you can spend hours fighting the current, splashing and exhausting yourself. That is the hustle. Or you can realize that the river is already moving in the direction of the sea. All you have to do is float. Non-force isn't about being passive, it's about being aligned in action. When your nervous system is regulated, not as a fix, but as a reflection of your inner safety, you move into the receiving mode. In this state, you aren't calling in a desire from a distance. You are recognizing that the desire and the fulfillment are made of the same consciousness. You stop negotiating with your old identity, the striver, and start inhabiting the identity of the receiver. This is where the magic happens, not because you did a ritual, but because you stopped resisting the natural flow of your own well-being. Control is an illusion created by the ego to make us feel safe in an unpredictable world. But in the realm of high consciousness manifestation, safety doesn't come from knowing the future. It comes from knowing the source. When you feel the urge to control the outcome, notice it as a passing thought. It isn't a sign that you're doing something wrong. It's just a signal that you've temporarily lost sight of your innate mental health. I see this so often in my clarity shift experience clients. They come in gripped by the need to manifest a specific result. In the moment they realize that their peace is already present beneath the noise of that need, the result they were chasing often appears effortlessly. Why? Because the grip was the only thing keeping it away. How do we actually do this? How do we stop the hustle in a world that demands it. First, identify the grip throughout your day. Notice when you feel tight. Is it in your chest when you think about your business? Is it in your stomach when you think about your bank account? That tightness is just a physical reflection of a controlling thought. 2, return to the I am. When you catch the grip, stop. Don't try to fix it. Just acknowledge, I am experiencing the feeling of my thinking. This simple shift moves you from the actor in the drama to the observer of the play. 3, trust the nudge. Aligned action doesn't feel like a should. It feels like a quiet, calm yes. And it's like the email you feel like writing, the walk you feel like taking. It's unhurried and precise. You were never meant to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You were meant to live fully and freely as the creative expression of consciousness itself. If you are ready to put down the hustle and ground yourself in a new level of certainty, I invite you to go deeper with me. Book a clarity call to identify where your personal mind is still trying to force the river. Join the Clarity Shift Experience, my one-on-one container where we move from the effort of doing to the elegance of being. Remember, consciousness is the only reality. I intend this created clarity to live fully and freely with gratitude. I'll see you soon.